Welcome to the Travel Squad podcast, where adventure meets inspiration. We're your hosts. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Jamal. Together we explore international destinations, hike epic national parks, and share unforgettable travel experiences with you, one passport stamp at a time.
Our mission is to inspire you to travel by showing you how you can make it work no matter your budget, schedule, or experience level.
We bring you along so that you can laugh, get excited, and start planning your own trip.
So grab your ticket and your passport.
And don't forget your travel insurance.
And get ready to embark on a new adventure with us around the globe.
Hey Squaddies! Travel Squad Podcast is back with Just the Tip, our Friday mini episode series where we give you quick travel stories, hacks, and recommendations to set you off into the weekend right. Today you just have me, Kim, on to share my experience at the brand new World Springs in Dallas, Texas. World Springs is a very special place. It is one of the most unique spas that I have ever been to. It's unique because it combines the classical spa experience, relaxation, robes, spa music, with a social scene like I have never seen before. And on top of that, it has over 40 different mineral spring pools that are all recipeed after different mineral hot springs around the world. So that's why it's named Mineral Springs. It's a really, really cool place to come with friends. I went by myself, but I would highly recommend coming with friends because there's a whole social and bar experience to it too as well. All of the pools that they have range between mid 80s to about low 100s, and they do have some cold plunges at about 55 degrees sprinkled throughout this massive property as well. They also have saunas, fire pits, a cafe with a really good food menu, a full bar with really good frozen margaritas, poolside drinks, and attendants that are coming around constantly to ask if you need another drink or anything else off of the menu. They have cabanas. Some days they even have yoga, and they have a spa for massages and other treatments. It is a place you're going to want to come, stay, and just enjoy it. Like I said, there's over 40 different mineral hot springs surrounding this pool area. So you're going to be going from one pool to the next, to the next, to the next, and you're going to keep moving. And there's a lot to see on this property. When I went to World Springs in Dallas, I went on a weekday evening. So my hours were between 4 and 7 p.m. on a weekday. Every booking is 3 hours, but the price you'll pay to enter ranges depending on when you go. So prices are about $39 to $85 depending on when you go. Best time, if you're looking for the best price, would be weekday early when it opens. And then, of course, on the other spectrum, it's later in the evening on a weekend. You're going to be paying the higher price. Either way, it's worth it. I had such a good time here. I would absolutely love to come back. Since I did go by myself, I would like to come back with friends because, like I said, it was a really social environment. Everyone was there with groups of people, friends, family. It's a very social environment. So you'll be talking to people too, if you want to, right? There were plenty of pools that I had all to myself and could just relax. And there were also tons of pools where I was a little chit-chatty with people. The locker room is fully stocked. They have all of your typical spa amenities. They have robes for rent, which I absolutely love. And like I said, I just really enjoyed this place. It's one of the most unique places I've ever been to, which is why I wanted to do a mini episode on it. I love a spa experience, but this one really combines the social and cocktail aspect that I also very much love. And so this is truly like the perfect spa experience for me. And if you're anything like me, I think you'll like it too.
Hey Squaddies, we're going to take a quick break to tell you all about one of our favorite travel products, the Epica Ultra Lightweight Compression Packing Cubes. You know we're always on the hunt for products that make travel more streamlined and stress-free, and the Epica Ultra Lightweight Compression Packing Cubes checks all the boxes. Designed with 100% ultra lightweight nylon material and available in a 4 or 6 pack, these packing cubes feature double compression technology, making it easy to organize, pack, and save space in your luggage without any extra bulk. They're perfect whether you're trying to squeeze in a couple more outfits, everything into one carry-on, or just trying to keep everything tidy on the go. Now let's talk practicality. With Epica's packing cubes, you can separate your clothes by category, keeping your tops in one, bottoms in another, and even reserve one for dirty laundry. And thanks to the double compression, each packing cube holds way more than you'd expect while still fitting easily in your suitcase. Picture being able to keep everything organized. No more rummaging through your bag at the airport or hotel. Just grab the cube you need and you're set. It's an absolute game changer when it comes to packing for a trip. And here's the best part. While the 4 set typically sells for $39.99 and the 6 set for $49.99, we've secured an exclusive 30% discount just for our listeners. Epica's packing cubes are available on Amazon, but if you want to secure that exclusive 30% discount we got for you squatties, be sure to head to epicatech.com and use promo code SQUAD30OFF to simplify your packing and make room for more adventure. That's Epicatech, EPICKATECH.com, and use promo code again, SQUAD30OFF, SQUAD30OFF, SQUAD30OFF.
This episode is brought to you by United Airlines. When you want to make the most of your vacation, book with United. They're an airline that cares about your travels as much as you do. United is transforming the flying experience with Bluetooth connectivity, screens, power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to help fit everyone's bag. And with their app, you can skip the bag check line, get live updates, and more. Change the way you fly. Book your next trip today at united.com.
Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No, don't. No. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save. Whenever you're ready.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, FDA approved for over 20 years. So, talk to your specialist to see if Botox Cosmetic is right for you.
For full prescribing information, including boxed warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Remember to ask for Botox Cosmetic by name. To see for yourself and learn more, visit BotoxCosmetic.com. That's BotoxCosmetic.com.
Part of the reason it's so social, outside of having a full bar and really leaning into that, there's just so many pools. There's big pools that could fit maybe 50 people. There's small pools that maybe it's only a couple people. And you're going to be walking through the property, going pool to pool to pool. And so because of that, you're constantly moving. It makes it more of a social atmosphere. Going into the saunas, heating up, and then going into the cold plunge and doing those back and forth. You know, it's an experience, right? And that's why I would highly recommend coming with people so you can experience it with others. They also had day beds. One of the most unique pools that they have, I have to say, is called the Red Sea. It has a very high salt content, just like the Red Sea does. And so it's really good to float in. It's also one of the biggest pools and most popular pools. When I was in it, there were only 2 people in it, and it's a 2-tiered pool. So there was plenty of room. I also think this is the perfect spa for squatties, for travelers, right? Because every pool is mimicked after a different region of the world. You're getting the spa experience while feeling like you're being taken on this journey around the world. And they have signs up outside of each pool so you can see the region of the world that it's mimicked after, the mineral contents that are in it, and then what are the health benefits of each of those different mineral contents. Some of my favorite pools that I went in were the Blue Lagoon in Iceland, Grutas Tolantongo in Mexico. The property and the pools within each region are separated into regions of the world. So in one part of the property, you'll be in the South Pacific, then the Dead Sea, European, Asiatic, Americas. I really liked understanding what the health and body benefits of the minerals were too. Some of the benefits that were really common to see on the signs were things like circulation, sleep, muscle relief. So it made me feel really healthy about my decision to be there soaking, even if I had a frozen margarita in my hand while I was doing it.
The holiday season officially starts when you get that first card in the mail. Shutterfly makes it easy to add more meaning to the everyday with hundreds of holiday card designs that can be personalized in seconds with your favorite photos from this year. Select your greeting, customize the color, and even add little extras like personalized foil to make a holiday card that really shines. Enjoy 40% off with code SMILE40 at Shutterfly.com and send something meaningful this year. See site for more details.
In this ad for the Mobile One brand, I have 30 seconds to talk about driving, which might be what you're doing right now. Maybe you're in the car, you're free, you're in control, on an open road with an open calendar. Your mind is wandering, and you're going with it. Or maybe you're stuck at work, in meetings, or emails, or worse, meetings about emails. And if that's the case, there's only one question. Why? Mobile One, for the love of driving. Visit loveofdriving.us/radio to learn more.
¿Hablas español?
Sprichst du Deutsch?
Kann du noch?
If you've heard that sound from Babbel before, I bet you do. Babbel is the science-backed language learning app that actually works. With quick 10-minute lessons handcrafted by over 200 language experts, Babbel gets you on your way to speaking a new language in just a few weeks. With over 16 million subscriptions sold and a 20-day money-back guarantee, just start speaking another language with Babbel. Right now, up to 55% off your Babbel subscription at babbel.com/Spotify podcast. Spelled BABBEL.com/Spotify podcast. Rules and restrictions may apply.
When I visited World Springs, it was a pretty hot day in Texas. I would say it was in the mid to high 90s. So the hotter pools actually felt cool. Some of these pools that were 90, 92, 93 were just a little bit cooler than the outside temperatures, which is really funny. But I think if you went in a cooler part of the year or even later at night when you can sit around the fire pits that they have, that would be really nice. I did have a robe on. You know, I cannot go to a spa without a robe. So of course I did, but because it was so hot that day, I didn't really need the robe. But if you're going on one of those cooler days, definitely get the robe. I really like the service here too. Spas are always really top tier service. They make you feel very special when you go, and I love that type of treatment. But this spa was really nice. They would come to you in the pools and take your order. There was one time I was in a pool by myself, floating on my back. My ears are under the water, and I just hear, "Miss, would you like anything?" And, you know, how do you resist that? And they bring it right back to you. So it was really nice. It's super well staffed. They're very attentive, very, very nice. I was there for 3 hours, 4 to 7. So as the day kind of went on, the sun starts to set lower in the sky, and it does get cooler actually as the night went on, even though it was a hot summer day as the evening went on, and being in the different pools and then kind of being wet when you're walking around, I was a little cooler. So I did use my robe and I enjoyed it as that day got a little bit later. The warmer pools felt really, really good when they were a little hot earlier in the day. The sauna felt really good. Going back and forth sauna cold plunge is the only way I can do a cold plunge. And actually, I won't go as far as saying I enjoy the cold plunge, but it does make it bearable and it makes the sauna feel really, really good after it. And the saunas around the property are really unique looking. There's big barrel saunas that can fit 20 people. There's smaller barrel saunas that are more intimate, and they're just sprinkled without. So it really adds to the aesthetics of the place. It was a very beautiful place. In addition to the property itself, it's out in Plano, Texas, which is still a developing region of Dallas. And so you're looking out into truly big, open, wide expanses, and then homes and developments out into the way distance. But it's very serene. If you wanted to stay longer than 3 hours, you would just have to pay again for another 3 hours. They only do it in 3-hour window bookings right now. But I do think that 3 hours is the perfect amount of time to experience every single pool. They even have, I didn't mention this one, but they actually have a pool that's a regular temperature swimming pool, very, very big. You can enjoy all of that within the 3-hour window and still get a drink, still get some food. I have a feeling you could probably extend it beyond 3 hours and no one would really notice or say anything. I think if you were there a lot longer and you were with like a group of people, maybe you would catch some attention, but nobody was forcing me out of there. And I think I stayed after showering and leaving from the locker room. I was probably like 15 or 30 minutes over. I also came in at like 3:40 and they set my start time to 4 p.m. So I don't think they're extremely strict about it, but if you wanted to stay another 3 hours, then just buy another ticket and you can get yourself in there. But again, I do think 3 hours is plenty of time, even if you're with friends. I would like to go again with some people. So if this episode is interesting you, reach out and let me know. I'd love to meet you there and go. I also want to experience those fire pits. They did not have them on when I was there. I left at 7 p.m. The sun was very much still out that day, so they had not turned on the fire pits yet. But I would really like to do that on the next visit. One last thing I'll say that's very exciting is I have seen some news reports that World Springs is thinking about or planning to open in Austin. If you go to the website and take a look at it, read some of the news reports, it is hinting at May 2026. So still have a long ways to go. But I am excited. If it does come here, I will be there all the time. And I think it would do so well in Austin because it's such a social place. And I'm very excited to check it out when it does open and see how it stacks up against the OG Dallas location. Squatties, I really hope that this episode has inspired you to go to World Springs if you are in the Dallas area. I don't think that you'll be disappointed. And thank you so much for tuning in to Just the Tip. Make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on all the socials at Travel Squad Podcast. And have fun traveling this weekend.